welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey everybody. Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy for me, happy Tuesday that felt very much like a Monday. Good morning. Good morning. We had teacher work day yesterday and my God, okay. We paid for it this morning, but you know, girl, we made it. We made it and I'm here. I was trying to go live on Real Talk Bougie this morning, but that, you know, like they say, you make plans and God laughs, okay? Why does he do that? Because yeah, as much as we try to be in control of what's going on, yeah, we're pretty much not. Pretty much not. That's okay. Anyway, good morning, guys. It's Messy in the morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Guys, have we seen the baby yet? Have we seen the baby? Girl, I'm going to try and remember, but I'm just going to ask, have we seen the baby yet? Like, girl, what you waiting for? Hello? 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 Girl, are we fired yet? I see all these live is canceled, live is this, live is that. Girl, where's the baby? What happened to the podcast, hun? Where is the shelter or the women's association, the for battered women? Guys, how are we gonna celebrate 5-2? Okay. Jasmine's got 12-6. Liv has 5-2. 5-2. Okay. Liv is not 5-2. Liv got spiritually linked to Mr. Zolobans on 5-2. Good morning, guys. Good morning. What's in your cup today? Good morning. Good morning, world. Okay, we've got a global audience over here at Love Lies and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Bougie Gang, good morning. Hey, Bougie Gang, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, let's just remember, yes, copyright disclaimer, fair use, section 107. Yes, we will be teaching, we might be preaching news reporting, scholarship, education, and I don't know, I don't really do research here, but some of you might. But we definitely are going to do some commentary and might be wrapped up in some criticism. At the end of the day, girl, fair use is permitted by copyright statute that otherwise might be infringing. Excuse me. What? What? I haven't been over. So in guys, I've talked about doing a class for a long time, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really want to teach YouTube. I just don't. I don't want to teach it because I feel like it's too easy, and it's also something that you should be able to learn by doing it. If you are too afraid to do it, don't waste your money, because I don't need anybody doing a class on me. Um but this is what I'm gonna tell you, okay? Okay, let me get to some real talk. This is some real talk from your sis. I am going to do a class on how to live stream like a boss, okay? If any of you out here are feeling a little bit StreamYard challenged, have StreamYard envy, have StreamYard hopes and dreams, and want to, do this damn thing like a boss, if you like the way I live stream and you want to kind of know how I do it, you want me to teach you my talent, I will. That's something I will do. I can't start from scratch. That's someone else. There's plenty of people offering kind of the introductory, all of those things. If you want to learn how to live stream like a boss, hit me up. Okay. That's what I'm going to be doing. Um, if you want to learn how to do your overlays, if you want to learn how to, swag out your channel, do things like this, load up your music, maybe make some intros. I don't use anything special. Um, if you use some of the top programs, you know, like, it's just all in your creativity, because I can see stuff other people do, and I see the graphics, I see and like, oh, okay, they must use this or they must use that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all in how you swag it out. No one's stuff should look alike unless you're just copying. There is just too much out here to be doing, like, for anyone's channel to look like anyone else's, because honestly, there's so many different programs out here. Unless you're just trying to copy someone, which who would do something like that? um no one's channel should look anything alike, just to be honest. It's like picking up a piece of paper and a pencil. I can't do what the next person does, because you know what I'm saying? Like, girl. Okay. Good morning, Bougie Gang. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Shay. Hi, Camilla. Hi, Pineapples. Good morning. Hi, Ruwinta. Good morning. Ruwinta, I was watching Young, Rich, and African. Did I get the name right? Young, Wealthy, and African. Girl, I do not know. It's on Netflix. I don't know. I'm not into it yet. Is anybody else watching that? Everybody is in South Africa. Everyone is not South African, but it is taking place in South Africa, which is gorgeous. We've seen it many times. Remember, the Real Housewives went to South Africa. That's where Candy and Todd fell in love. Todd was working, and Phaedra bubbled him up to Candy, and she was like, okay, Todd. Okay, but yeah, South Africa is gorge. Okay. But I don't know if any of you guys are watching that. I started watching a show called Bridgerton. It's a Shonda Rhimes series that is kind of, it seems, gosh, I can't even really pinpoint the era. But it seems to be Gosh, I would have to pinpoint the era better. I don't want to speak on it. But it's a very diverse cast of what seems to be a tale of a family living in London at a particular time. And if not just for the beautiful costumes and all of the diversity, the queen is a black woman named Charlotte. And I love it because I live in a city named after a princess, I believe, or queen, named Charlotte, who was part Polish and African, who they named the city after. So she was what they called a mulatto black woman, who was of mixed race and married into like the Polish royal family. But there's a whole history around it. But the queen's name in this series is called Charlotte. She's beautiful. The prince, the Duke of Hastings is named Simon. He's a black man, and he's right now in season 1, he is marrying or just married one of the dime pieces of the court, and mayhem will continue. So far there's 2 seasons, so I don't know if any of you guys are watching it, but it's really good. And yes, the young, rich, and African or something, or I don't know. I'm a link both. I will share them from my Netflix. So if any of you guys are interested in watching something different and release yourself from the matrix that is YouTube for just a moment, and indulge in something a little bit different. There's other stuff going on out here. V Pineapples, Anisha, Shay, good morning, all my loves. Good morning, all my boo-boos and my babies. Nubian Empress Mastermind, Jeannie, Ms. Mugga, what's going on? Once upon a twin mom life. How are you, boo-boo? Let's see, Latoy. Hi, boo-boo. Hey, good morning. Good morning to everyone, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're on the outside looking in, you want to know how to get in this chat, and it's saying subscriber only mode, well, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Miss Pam, what's going on? Hit the subscribe button. If you want to be part of BougieGang, hit the subscribe button and jump in this chat. Okay. If you want us to know who you are, you've got something funny to say, you want to be in with this in crowd, go ahead, come on in. Hi, Cassandra. What's going on? We're friendly. We're nice. We're bougie. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yes. Undeniable. Good morning. Erica. Hi, babe. Shouts out to the replay gang. Ponder replay. Risa. Hi, boo. What's up? Good morning. I try to say good morning you're new here. I try to say good morning to everyone. I'm sure I don't accomplish it every day, but I try. Estrelita, good morning. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Q's World. Hey, Boo Boo. Good morning. Guys, we have a special guest. Q's World is here. Girl, Bougie Gang, good morning. Q's World is a new YouTuber. She's been out here dropping her videos. You may also know her as the baddie who interviewed the Floppiana named Lives Life. Okay. Q, what you gonna do, boo-boo? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat, honey. Welcome, hun. Rdion, Redion. Q, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna scroll down. I know that you mentioned once upon a time in some of the interviews. I know we never got a chance to really talk, and maybe we will. I want to stay on task this morning, but if you would please reach out to me on Instagram or in my email, I would love to set up a time for you to come talk to Bougie Gang direct if you would like. What I would like to know is if you have the tea, if you know, if you can, if you'd like to share, no pressure. What do you know about this pregnancy? I know that you said that you had spoken to Liv on a few occasions, and you did show up at another YouTuber's channel once upon a time, where I called in, and I think I did ask a couple of questions. Not even I think, I know I did. Did you know certified she was pregnant? Because I feel like that's what you reported, that she was pregnant. So do you think, I mean, she should have had the baby by now? And has she cut you off? Those are my 2 questions. M Jones, good morning, boo boo. Good morning, Tanika Nicole. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sparkle, good morning, Ivy. Good morning, MJ. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vicky Sweets. Good morning, hun. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Lady B Ashley. What's going on, hun? Tracy's take. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Info Michonne. How are you? Let's see. Wintress. Miss Moore, what's going on, hun? What's going on? Good morning. Did everybody know whose Q's World was? Are you up on your YouTube streets knowledge? Girl. M. Jones, Young, Rich, and African. Yes. Are you watching? I don't know. I'm gonna this is my opinion on that. I think that we have been fed a stereotype about Africa. I'm talking about just the rhetoric. Moving in silence, good morning. Um, I've know that there are beautiful cities, modern technology, all of the things. I it's a shock to me how Western, how European, which of course the European influence is, Europe came through and they came and dropped their influence off everywhere for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? Everywhere. That's why you hear German and Dutch and all of the languages throughout Africa, why we are speaking English at this moment. This was not the language of the United States. It's so but you see the African kind of influence. You see in even the more Western, you see the Ferraris, you're seeing the British cars, you're seeing the wigs and the weaves. We know some of the best hair comes in from Africa, some of the best processed wefts and hair and all of the things, the wigs. Um, it's a lot to soak in because the culture is different. Um, but I'm a hurt a bitch or the rowdy is kind of, I'm like, wow. I would not expect but we are all multi-layered. I know people may say that about me sometimes where I can definitely fuss and cuss you out, right? People don't expect that from me. Victoria Love, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm soaking it all in. Maybe I need to give it a couple of more episodes because I've heard it's good. So I'm gonna give it some more episodes. I do like the fashion. I like seeing kind of the African fashion. The twist of, you can see kind of the African influence, and but then you also see the Western culture influence. It's very cool. The fashions are amazing. People seem to be rich. I don't know any of these people. I wonder, to someone who is African, who is aware of some of these people, like, are these like some real celebs? Are these some real celebs? Or are is this just actor number 5, 6, 7, and 8? Like, I don't know. So you guys tell me, but it's interesting enough, right? Kitten Zombie, good morning, baby. I don't see you, but I see people saying good morning. Us Never Them, good morning. Um, yes, okay. Just subbed. Guys, just a quick report. Philip has like over 2,000 subscribers and he's having trouble logging into live. I think he's got a holding period. Yes, she cut me off. She never wanted to go public. Mm. Q, do you have time today to please call in? I want to stay on track, but maybe we can do it. Q, I don't know what your schedule is, that maybe we could do something a little bit later. Um, I don't know. Okay. If you want to call, give me about 10 minutes. I just want to get through a couple of topics really quick, and then I'll drop the phone line for you. So let me get your get yourself however you want to be, your headphones. I would definitely recommend put your headphones in if you're going to do this on your phone. Um because it's going to be, you're going to hear feedback. So it's kind of hard to hear. So get your headphones in. That's the best experience. Okay, so you want to do it a little bit later, or you want to do it this morning? You let me know down. I think I'm caught up on comments now. January Jones, hello. Monique White, hello. D Rut, hello. Moving in Silence. I think I said hello, but for the 2 times boo boo. Okay. Um Yeah, I mean, if you want to come share, we can definitely hear your side of the story. You know, Liv thinks everybody's side other than hers is bullshit, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. People have a right to tell their side of the story, even if you recall it different. That's girl, that's a great segue. Let's talk about this real quick. I know people have been talking about this to death. But guys, I would like to introduce you to the hosts of the 94th Oscars, okay? The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. These ladies actually hosted the show, okay? I think that got lost. That got lost, guys. You know, I didn't watch it, just to be honest. I didn't watch it, not for any reason, because I don't love movies, because I do. I just haven't been watching as much TV. I'm not really into the news. The news really kind of took me out when Rona started. It was too much, and I just kind of got out of it. And not commuting, um it just became something that I just wasn't consuming anymore, and all of the reporting and all of the bad stuff that was happening, guys, I just couldn't take it. So I kind of fell off. I listen to NPR when I'm in the car from time to time, but oftentimes, you guys see me, I'm back and forth to school with my daughter. I'm usually recording when I have time alone in my car, and then I'm with my husband and my daughter, and then my husband's driving. So oftentimes we're not listening to the news. We are rolling and enjoying ourselves. But yeah, these were the 3 hosts. So Women's History Month, guys, 3 women hosted the Oscars, the Academy Awards. Who was most noted for his presentation at the Oscars? Well, it was Chris Rock. Okay. Chris Rock was most notably known from the incident because he insulted, unbeknownst to him, he insulted the queen, Jada, who is going through something that some people knew about and some people did not. These people need to not be so presumptuous that everybody knows what the fuck is going on with them. This is a comedian doing what comedians do at a paid presentation. He's on the clock, whether he's getting paid or not. It's some sort of access that he had that other people did not. And he was basically presenting, okay? And he was doing what he does, which is crack jokes. And look, I think everybody can get on their high horse and talk about what they woulda, shoulda, coulda done. It was insensitive. He insulted her. I saw a black man protecting his wife. I saw this. I saw that. I saw someone who worked very hard to get to where they are, who, in a very emotional response to something that they should have learned to deal with in the industry that they're in. This was not a corporate event. This was not at Coca-Cola. This was not at Pepsi. This was not at Bank of America. Someone did not just insult the chairman of the board's wife or the president of sales. This was a actor and a comedian slash actor doing his job, entertaining the audience and making a movie reference, who is not up to date on her ailments or sicknesses. So this might be an unpopular opinion, But at the end of the day, Chris Rock is not obligated to know what is medically wrong with everybody in the room. Now, should he be more sensitive because maybe a woman with no hair is supposed to be sick or supposed to have a problem? But shouts out to the ladies that choose to have shortcuts, because a lot of us do. A lot of women do. So are we just to assume that every woman with a short haircut has some sort of ailment? And it's a movie award show, and he's making a movie reference about an actress who is sporting the same haircut at an award ceremony that, rewind 25 years ago, someone did the same thing and it was very well noticed. I mean, she looks amazing. You have a dress that looks, somewhat of like a peacock. And I think the short haircut fit amazing because the dress is over the top. And even though the hair, she's strikingly beautiful. And I've said this numerous times, like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. Like, I don't think he was cracking on her head. Look how gorgeous this woman is. No one can deny the beauty of Jada Pinkett Smith. But no, he did not know that she's suffering from alopecia. But what about the ones that are quietly suffering with cancer or other ailments? And, I mean, your alopecia supersedes everyone else in the room, and everyone's supposed to know because you got a seat in the front row that you're special. He's a comedian. That's my take on it, guys. I just feel like a lot of this got eclipsed, and these women got eclipsed, and the other winners, there's nobody talking about anything else at this awards other than somebody getting up and acting like a complete fool for a woman who had you out here looking like a complete fool a couple of months ago. But did she get up and cap for you? No, she just talked about she was entangled. They had a special relationship. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for Jada. Jada has access to the best doctors, and she has access to all of the best medicines, and at the end of the day, things happen. Life happens, things happen, and if you are suffering from alopecia, I'm sorry. Thank God you're not suffering from something else. There are people out here that are dealing with cancers, bone cancers, Alzheimer, dementia, um, awful cases of kidney failure. There's someone getting a leg amputated today, but we're supposed to feel bad because this woman wants everyone to know that she's losing her hair. And I get it. Hair is important to all of us, even men. Hair is your crown and glory, right? But at the end of the day, you can't expect everyone to know what the fuck is going on to you and shame people because they don't know and they said something insensitive. At the end of the day, I think Chris Rock, it's unfortunate because when you have artists and people want to mess with the sauce, I don't know how he is going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I don't know how he's going to come back from that. He did by standing dignified after being smacked by someone who acted like a complete asshole. I'm sorry. I don't care if my husband would have got mad or not. I would have been like, don't you, please don't. Please don't. Okay. Maybe he would have, but let's talk about Tupac today. Tupac today would have been damn near 50 years old. Tupac was woke. Tupac was very enlightened. And yes, you don't want someone disrespecting your wife. But I think as much as he sat up there and talked about Faith Evans, okay, he talked about Biggie's wife. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. A lot of you guys see the pictures, the images. Some of you are in your 30s. Yeah, I experienced Tupac, okay? Because that's my era, okay? And at the end of the day, yeah, he talked about Faith Evans like dirt. Okay? So I don't know. I don't know. Okay? All right. So we would see. Think about him then, think about him now. Okay? Had he gotten a chance to mature into a grown man and his wife was running around giving up her box to other people, and Will did laugh. He thought it was funny because he knows it was a reference about a movie. This woman took a crumb and she took the fact. This is what I think. This is a woman who, any of you out there, shouts out to you who have given up your career to stay home with the kids, right? This is a woman who was on the rise, who has had a very good acting career. She's done many things. She's well accomplished by every mean. But Will is the front man in terms of the acting game in that house. Let's talk for real, okay? And she might feel a way that he finally is getting recognized. On the day that your husband is being recognized, you get in your feelings about the help. Not that Chris Rock is the help, but he was working. They were there enjoying. There's levels to this, right? Me personally, if I were Chris Rock, yeah, I would make sure I'm sitting next time. Sometimes take the night off, guys. Sometimes you don't always have to be on the clock. Okay? Absolutely, Amira. She activated the battery in Will's back. Will was fine, but she was able to flip that wife switch to make the evening about her. She's mad. She's mad she's on that damn red carpet. She's not being acknowledged. She wasn't getting an award. She wasn't up for best actress. Okay? Your husband has been grinding, working in his craft. Do they have a perfect marriage? Look, they don't put it out there. We don't know about it. Obviously, we know about the entanglement, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. She fucked up. In my opinion, you don't ever, as a wife, put your husband in a position to look bad. As a husband, you don't put your wife in a position to look bad either. When he sat up there and laughed, she was probably more mad that he laughed at the joke than she was at the joke. Period. How many times have you been at the cookout and they're talking about you and your husband has a little TT or your boyfriend has a little hee hee ha ha at your expense and you feel away? That's what happened. They were at the billionaires ball, okay, where all of the top notch of the people that have money, of the room you can't get into, and they made a joke at her expense and she flipped it. And she flipped it. She flipped the script. So now all you're thinking about is she's got alopecia. She's losing her hair. Girl, I'm sorry. A lot of you in your 50s or getting ready. Look, any of you in your 20s and 30s with a nice, big, full, thick head of hair, the reality is you're going to lose your period one day and you're going to feel a way about it. Honestly, if you're mature, you're going to be so happy you can wear white pants. Okay, girl. You're going to be happy you don't have to buy sanitary napkins anymore. You're going to be happy that your uterus is not hurting. You're going to be happy that you can do it morning, noon, and night and not worry about that period coming on or, oops, I need to take a pregnancy test. Okay. And guess what? You're also going to have thinning hair. If you wear enough wigs and you do enough shit to your hair, girl, a lot of people out here quiet as kept have alopecia. Okay. There are people, like I said, getting a leg amputation today. There are people out here getting mastectomies. There are people getting hysterectomies. There are people out here having brain surgery. There are people out here fighting for their sight. There are people struggling to get up out of their bed with MS. Okay. There are people injecting themselves because they need to keep their kidneys up. They need to keep their liver up. Their heart is about to go kaput. They're getting ready to have a heart transplant. But there's a woman in Hollywood who is wearing was it a Moschino couture gown, whose husband was being exalted for the evening for his
hard work. And this woman gets mad because someone compared her to another actress who took kind of a backseat to her husband. Let's be real here. Demi Moore was a shining star. Demi Moore was part of the Brat Pack, okay? Rob Lowe, Molly Ringwald. Guys, remember, I'm talking about my era. These people are my age, okay? These people are in their 50s, late 40s, 50s, okay? Demi Moore, well, she's older than that, but Demi Moore was part of the Brat Pack. I used to watch those movies, those John Hughes movies, and Demi Moore married a superstar like Jada did. His name is Bruce Willis. And Jada's star kind of took a second seat to her husband. But that's the decision you made when you decided to take someone else's husband, okay? Demi Moore married Bruce Willis. And she started popping out them babies. Okay? I think Jada felt a way when she saw her husband laughing. And it made it sting that much more. And he had to recoup himself. I'm sorry. My opinion, Will looks like a complete ass. I feel like he looked like a complete ass. And the fact that he won, I think the realization of how stupid he looked for what he did, period. Okay. Let me see something. I think I uploaded this. I hope I did. Girl. Did I upload this? No, I did not. That's like my basic opinion, guys. I just feel like he made a huge mistake. And he did end up apologizing to Chris Rock. I wish I had I don't have the apology. I know there were some people feeling like, was this fake? People have talked about that. It's certainly not fake, because why would the Academy set up a situation, a scenario to take away from these people? These are people on the top of their game. And I said Regina King, I meant Regina Hall. So my bad on that. Guys, my bad, y'all. Why would they set up a scenario that would take away from these hardworking women who were doing a great job putting on a funny show? It was a very diverse broadcast. And this fucking nincompoop decides to show up and show out because his wife is feeling away, because she decided to get married to a man that she knew she was probably in some hypergamy type situation, where she wanted to level up her career. She married the Fresh Prince. She married a man who was a very accomplished actor, period. And she knew what she was doing. Everybody can't be the star in the house, guys. Look at Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Both of them were on equal footing as far as the acting game was concerned. And look what happened. Someone's career has to take a back seat. Look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. You might say, well, both of them are doing equally well. Well, they are. But who's on the road and who's not? Who's recording all, consistently and who's not? Who's taking a different turn with their career? It is really hard to have two people in the same industry performing at a high level. If you are in that, if you've ever experienced that, let me know. But if you have two people that are highly driven in the same industry, the same company, the same office, the same firm, it is very, very difficult. I have so I've told you guys this a million times. My father was a physician. My mom gave up her career. She was a registered nurse. She raised 5 kids. I have 2 uncles, both of which are physicians as well. Both of their wives are doctors. Let me tell you, one of them worked part-time pediatrician, her whole entire career. She could not work full time. She had 3 children, and he did not want her working full time. She wanted to work full time. When her kids grew up, she went to work full time. And then it's time to travel. It's time to do this. It's time to do that. She could not give her all to her profession because her husband wanted a wife. Even though he married a doctor, he wanted a wife. It was funny having kitchen table talk with your aunts when you get older, and they talk to you about the real, about marriage, about life and career. Um, my other aunt, and these are my father's brothers, and then so these are their wives. So my aunt's not by blood, but obviously by marriage. Um, my other aunt, she's not a psychiatrist, but she's a internal medicine. She works in a large psychiatric facility in New York City, and she loves her job. Loves her job. 2 kids, did well as a mom. Her kids are one's a doctor, one's an attorney. She always had to work part-time. She worked part-time. She worked full-time after her kids got out of high school, but there was always a downplay. She told me that her career was always downplayed for her husband, for my uncle, because whatever he was always doing was more important. I think he knew he married a baddie. I think he knew he married someone very smart. Um, but that was, sometimes those are just the agreements that you make when you get married. Sometimes you know that you're going to be leaving something behind. Men may know, I'm leaving my player days alone. I'm leaving my options alone. I'm selecting this one queen to be my everything for life. And as women, sometimes we have to, it's not so much leaving the men behind, unless that's just your thing. Sometimes it's just that career that you've been working so hard for, that education that you grinded out to get. You got to yourself to a certain place, but girl, you got kids to pick up at the daycare. And your husband's job is more important than yours. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. It doesn't matter what you got to do. You got responsibilities. And as quiet as it's kept, it's us that run these households, period. And I think that Jada is living with the reality that she worked hard for a career, that she decided to let go. I don't want to say let go by the wayside, because she's obviously been working in her career, but she had to do it a little different, and maybe different from what she expected. People can sit around and do the Tupac reference all they want, but God, remember, you're talking about Tupac, who died before he was 30. Who would Tupac be today at 50? That's a whole different thing. Look at Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane 20 years ago, Yo Gotti 20 years ago. Like, look at the people are growing up, y'all. People are growing up. The way people are today versus the people that they were. I think it's funny because people are always like, oh, you want to be bougie, da, 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 whatever. Girl, I'm not up on anyone's measuring stick of what you think I am. It's what I know I am, and what I believe, and what I know myself to be. Just because I can cuss a bitch out doesn't mean I'm not authentic, that I'm not real. You got to understand, people are multi-layered, multifaceted. You don't know people's upbringing. You don't know how it all went down. Okay. You don't know how I got to where I am, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. But Jada to me, on some wife-ish, on some career-ish, what I see is a sis who had to kind of pivot, stop, drop, be a supportive spouse. When you are married to an A player, you can't have 2 A players doing the same thing in the same house. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You can have all the nannies, all the support, everything. When Michelle Obama realized, and she says this in her book, any of you guys who've read Becoming, when Michelle Obama realized that she just met like someone very special, and he was going to become her husband potentially, she knew something just happened. She also in her heart knew that what she had worked for, she was training him at the law firm, okay? Barack Obama came to intern at the practice where she already was. But when she realized the man that he was, the man that he was going to be, she already knew her career was going to take a back seat. She had to. She was an executive in a health and hospitals corporation, obviously illegal, and had to give up her what? Because guess what? Your husband is a senator. Guess what? Your husband's going to be president. She had to give up her career. I just think that Jada is suffering from middle age regret. This is a woman who's having affairs. This is a woman who does not respect her husband. This is a woman who does not respect her marriage. I'm sorry. If you're a married woman and you are serious about your marriage and you are out here sleeping with other men, you don't respect yourself. You don't respect your marriage. You don't respect your husband. You don't respect your family because it is a covenant between you, this man, and really all of what I just mentioned. This is a woman who was having an affair and and marginalized it to an entanglement, and this man is having to eat it every single day, be ridiculed, be marginalized, emasculated, and he takes it out on fucking Chris Rock, who is telling a movie joke at a movie awards, and she's supposed to be feeling some type of way cuz your hair's falling out. Well, it's not even about him sleeping around, and maybe they're doing it to each other. We see this on the YouTube streets. So let's say it this way. So Will didn't come out about indiscretions. If he has, I didn't know. But let's say it this way, just to appease this argument that it's not that Jada's so bad and Will's so perfect. This is more an argument. This is more me talking to you about the decisions that we make as women to take a step back, to be less than, to excel in other ways rather than our chosen career. This woman, we don't know what her future held. We just know what she's done since she's been married and she's had a wonderful career. But maybe she was feeling away because she's sitting there and he's getting the utmost, he's getting like the diamond award, okay? He's getting the award of the year as the best actor, and you can't control your emotions enough to not activate the wife switch to have your husband just be talked about for the fact that he smacked another black man on the stage, rather than people talking about how great this movie was, for people to be able to say, wow, Venus and Serena, we knew that you were awesome, but gosh, the story about your dad is amazing. For the three women who made history to host this event are barely even being talked about. So let's just say okay, Will's been catting around too. So let me say it like this. These are two people that do not respect themselves, do not respect their marriages, do not respect their families, and do not respect the covenant. Okay? And that's why you're in the position that you're in. Maybe that's why you're unhappy. Maybe that's why you're blaming other people. Maybe that's why you guys feel a certain way. Maybe it makes you happier for people to see you, recognize you, applaud you, and talk about you rather than how you feel about your own damn self. But I'm sorry, a woman who is out here taking her clothes off, spreading it for another man who has been, and you've been married for damn 20 years, that's some fucked up shit. Unless that's just how y'all operate, that's weird to me. That's weird to me. A woman who loves her husband does not have affairs. Men with low self-esteem, men with communication issues, men who are feeling less than, who are married, are usually ones you find out cheating because they need to get that adrenaline pump in them from somewhere, but because he's being emasculated at home, just because both of y'all are sleeping with someone else doesn't make shit gravy at the house. Okay. And as a matter of fact, it probably makes things very awkward. Girl, I don't know. I did not even watch the show. That's all I'm saying, guys. Just think about it. At the end of the day, these two are very much in trouble. If I were these two, I would keep my ass up off of social media. I would let the people who you pay to manage your social media, and you guys have enough money. I'm sure you have whatever jobs you guys are doing lined up, Red Table Talk, all the things signed up to do. You got 2 kids, 3 kids that desperately need some attention, that want some attention. And girl, I don't even know. The kids, girl, look, I'm not even going to talk about it. They got a lot going on in that house, and I would suggest taking a break. Will Smith doesn't need to be anywhere doing anything, and he better be thanking his lucky stars that Chris Rock decided against pressing charges against his lame ass for doing that lame shit. Because here's Lupita Nyong'o right there, right just under where Just Bree's name is showing up. Lupita Nyong'o, have you looked at the pictures of when they're showing Will? I mean, she looked so uncomfortable. Yeah, she boycotted the awards in 2016 for not being black enough. So on maybe one of the blackest nights where your man is being recognized for superior work and subsequently won, I would feel real stupid. I would feel real stupid. Like, uh, you know, do you know how many people, like, girl, you got to just take it. Um, Amira, I'm so glad you jumped in. I really appreciate, I was listening to your live from like a week ago, and you were doing some conversation about the Martin Lewis documentary. You started kind of from the beginning. Um I can't remember the title of the live, but you had 2 really spectacular lives last week, and I was listening to one yesterday. And at a certain point in your career, and that's doing anything, sometimes you got to just take the shit. You got to just take it. And yeah, does everybody have a minute that they're going to lose their temper? But just remember, guys, if you were at your job, see, this is a work event for these people, right? If you were at your job, just remember, you do something like this, you're packing up. Corporate security is coming to get you, and you've lost your job. Okay? Nobody can feel good about smacking someone in the face. It's one thing to talk your shit. I think it would have been a more effective thing to just let Chris Rock know you hurt my wife's feelings man to man. That would have stung a lot more and gave Chris Rock the opportunity to be a gentleman and apologize. Getting up and bitch slapping someone just showed that you're a whole bitch, Will Smith. That's how I feel about it. That might not be a popular opinion because I think a lot of you still believe in fairy tales, and you think that actually your man getting up and bitch slapping people in public is the way to go. But when your bank account runs dry, when you lose your jobs, you lose your respect, people don't want to invite you to parties anymore, you're going to kind of think otherwise. Because, guys, everybody loves this Bonnie and Clyde type shit. Yeah, what happened to Bonnie and Clyde? See, first of all, Bonnie and Clyde is a fairy tale. Well, it's not a fairy tale, it's a Hollywood movie. Okay. What happened to Bonnie and Clyde? Does anybody know? Did anybody actually ever watch the movie? Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde and their partner, I can't remember the guy's name, the guy who used to sit in the back seat. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde ended up dead at the end of the movie in a horrible shootout, riddled in bullets. Okay. The inspiration for the story, yes, it's true. Those people ended up dead. They were bank robbers. They were on the run. Okay. They were doing what they did. They died. Yes, they died. A horrible death. That Bonnie and Clyde shit is not goals for a relationship. When you are married and you love someone, you want the best for them. The best for them is not encouraging them to be out of control in a situation to jeopardize what you work hard for. Let Chris Rock look bad. Let him be humiliated in the court of public opinion of, yeah, you went a little bit too far. And did you know, by the way, she's suffering from an illness? Rather than your man getting up and looking like an out of control animal, which is what we have tried hard and hard to brand our black men as, not willful animals. Okay? This man is in literally a 3-piece tuxedo. He's in a 3-piece suit. Okay? He had a whole vest on and everything. He had on a 3-piece suit, the finest, I'm sure, designer. And what? He gets up like he's in damn Philly. Like he said, don't invite people from Philly and Baltimore more nowhere. Okay? He gets up trying to be all thuggish, ruggish, thinking he's girl. What? Sir, you have zeros. You've got M's in your bank account. Okay? What? You could have handled that very differently. That was not a good example. All of you women out here that got wet off that shit, you don't want your husband to do that, because your husband might have got shot. Your husband might have ended up in jail. Your husband won't be on the list next time. You know how Jasmine doesn't get invited to the parties because her kids are off the chain? Yet y'all won't be coming to the next party. Let your husband do something like that if you want to. And then someone goes to their car because they got their concealed carry, but they were trying to be cool and not play around, coming into the party. But then now you got a real situation on your hands. Ladies, this is not cute behavior. These are very wealthy people. These are the people that entertain the upper echelon of the richest people in the whole entire world. We just get to watch on TV. There's people in the room that love this shit. Will Smith made a big mistake. Mark my words. I don't care what anybody says. He is going to feel the backlash of this. Jada Pinkett needs to sit her ass down. And Chris Rock, I commend him. Yet he did not file charges. He's not interested. The LAPD said that they heard that there was a situation, but those that were involved have not come forward to file any reports. And that's that on that. Okay? I don't know if Will Smith has been sitting around talking to Kanye on the phone, but yeah, if you're talking to Kanye, you need to go sit your ass down, because Kanye got shunned for a long time, just jumping on the stage just to tell Taylor Swift that he didn't think she was the hottest. Beyonce was the hottest. Did you not see Jay-Z and Beyonce looking like, what the whole fuck? That's embarrassing. That's not cute, guys. It's not cute. No, slap was not on the docket. Okay? Slap shouldn't have been on the docket, period. Like, at the end of the day, Chris was on the stage entertaining. If you're a true king and a true queen, girl, I would have just been like, okay. Jada, use your acting skills. Or were you using your acting skills? Were you acting mad? Or were you acting cute? Like, which one was it? Girl, you should never, if you care about your husband and you want to come up with this, he's a whole black man, all that whole scenario, girl, you would never put your man in jeopardy of being hurt. Security could have came through and that could have gone left. Someone could have been hurt. And then to proceed to sit there and keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth Will, you are trash, man. You did not care about anybody in that room. You didn't care about your agents, your manager, the Williams family, the actors and the actresses. You took away from everybody's experience. He took away from every single person's experience at that event. So today, like I said, it's Women's History Month, guys, and we're getting ready to close it out. There were 3 women who actually were hosting this event last night or the night before last, and they earned it, right? It's Women's History Month. 3 women hosted an event. This sounds like a joke. Guys, it was Women's History Month and 3 women were hosting an event. And guess what happened? Girl, just true to form, the men came through, stole the show, and no one's talking about it. Okay? All right, guys? So Q, reach out to me on Instagram. Let's do this damn thing. If you want to talk about some live, you want to bring something to the table that we have not heard. I would love to talk to you. And I know the audience would like to talk to you too, because we like to talk about all things YouTube streets. Okay. It's not specific to one person. Ain't nobody got no hard-ons for nobody other than this good TT. Okay. All right. And that's on period. Nobody get too big on themselves over here, okay? Period. We talk about the YouTube channels you love to watch. I know, girl, Miss True, I already know you. Girl, you already know. I know my man. I am never going to activate that battery in his back in public, girl, unless I absolutely had to, because yeah, my husband is not Will Smith. We don't have M's in our bank account, okay? That she could have turned out very different for the average black man. Okay? Period. I would never. I love my husband. I would never set him up, number one, to look bad because I got my little feelings hurt about something, and or to put him in danger. We don't put our men in danger. If you've got a diamond, you've got something. Girl, do you know how many women are lined up for your man? Period. Any one of you out here, you know why people want your man? Because he's committed to you. He's married to you. He's loving on you. He fathered your babies. There's someone out here who wants what you got. If you value what you have, you would never put that in jeopardy. Your marriage, your lifestyle, your man's health, your children's father, your future, none of that. Jada doesn't give a shit about Will. Period. She doesn't. If she gave a shit about Will, she would never have wanted him to do what he did, nor be proud of what he did. And all of you women out here who feel like this was a man defending his wife, I'm sorry. This was some ego defending an ego to someone who was doing their job. Okay? That's the way I see it. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion. Maybe you don't, I'm not seeing it the way you see it. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just don't. I really don't. I don't see it that way. I see it as ego protecting someone who was doing their job. Okay. And their job was to be funny. And their job was to tell jokes that were movie related at a movie related art awards program. Okay. Mm. Girl. Yeah, she put her marriage on the line too today because people are talking about it. When you got the world talking about your marriage, yeah, that's not good. That ain't good. But yeah, she put it on the line already, Life of Destiny. Absolutely. And so did he, to the person who mentioned he's had affairs too. It's not about having the affairs, it's the lack of regard, the lack of commitment, the lack of respect for your partner, for your husband, for your wife, for your relationship, for your children, for the career that you worked hard for. It's sad. It's very sad. A sis of mine who showed up here on the YouTube streets, her name is Naturally Fashionable. I will share her video. She did a reaction on a documentary about the Black elite that I think is on YouTube. I have not watched the full program yet. Kim talked about it. Remember Kim Postel, who came to see us like 2 weeks ago? She has a channel called Naturally Fashionable. No relation to the other Postels that we talk about. This is a true baddie on the YouTube streets. Her name is, again, Kim. and she has a channel called Wifey for Lifey and Naturally Fashionable. But she did a reaction on this Black Elite video, which I found fascinating. And I'm going to share her video on my community post. Go support sis. She is a shining star. She's super bright, and I absolutely love her. And she talks a lot about marriage, and she talks a lot about some of the things that I do. We just do our damn things differently. But at the end of the day, guys, you got to think about it this way. You're growing up every single day. Everybody is growing and maturing. And at the end of the day, we don't need to be out here doing things with our hands. We need to be doing things with our brains. Like Will said in his apology, operating with love and your heart. Okay. And if you got to come with the come through, come with that mouth. Let's hear the debate on the topic rather than being and lowering yourself to your lower self, which is not using your good communication skills. And as an actor, that's an irony in and of itself, but being able to communicate and tell someone what they've done to offend you. Okay. And when you live your life out here on these streets, whether it's Hollywood Boulevard, Rodeo Drive, damn Main Street, YouTube streets, yeah, you got to be ready for people to talk about you. And that's just it on that, guys. Guys, have a great day. I got to get to work. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to comment down below if you want to continue this conversation. We're going to have Q come back to talk to us about Liv's Way. And if you guys want to talk about this further, let me know. Comment down below. And then when I drop the call-ins, you guys can come through with the come through. Okay. We can certainly, revive this conversation tomorrow. I know I laid a lot on you guys, but I just think that there's a lot more there than a joke. It wasn't just a joke. It was some bullshit that we witnessed. S. Wiseman, hey boo boo, what's going on? It was some bullshit that we noticed, okay? And this couple is full of shit. They just want everyone to feel sorry for them. I'm sorry.